about a few times is the dogs are banned. That's why they can't come back in once they go out.
Right.
It isn't that they can't recognize the dog. At least, as I said, the dogs are banned, so that's why they can't come back in once they leave.
So you're telling me if I have a pot cake?
No.
No. Hear me out.
Okay.
This is the hypothetical.
Okay.
I have a pot cake, right? This pot cake more vicious than the pit bull.
Right.
Right.
But I can take him out of the country
Right.
and I can bring him back.
Right.
Because the track record is because these dogs initially was used for, we know, let's tell the truth.
Right.
They were really up for fighting.
Right. Yeah.
If we want to be honest, right, you could tell a dog with his fight.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
They scar up.
You could tell a dog what's a trained dog from what ain't a trained dog.
Right.
Why my major concern or question would be is why there isn't people like Mr. Higgins, yourself, Cliff, those persons who are in the dog community are trying to make regulations to regularize all dogs.
Right. Sit down and have a conversation.
Right.
I mean, well, we are trying to do that. The ADKC is actually trying to do it. We, like, what, 2 weeks ago? We had a meeting, 3 weeks ago, we had a meeting with the Upper Agriculture. We spoke to Miss Khadija, I can't remember. The lady. Yeah, okay. We spoke to a very nice lady up there, and she's willing. We told her what we were all about, and she was willing to actually work with us. You know.
But can I ask you this question? Most of you from different communities, right?
Right.
What community are you from? What community are you from?
Also.
What community are you from?
Yellow Alma.
Okay. That's 3 different communities.
Right.
That's 3 different representatives, 3 different politicians, right?
Right.
If we are dog people, and we say we love dogs and we love what we're doing, why not start petitioning the politician to agitate for when they go to the House of Assembly instead of sitting down there talking out of foolishness? Agitate for, you're saying, anywhere you go in the world, you could attest to this, Mr. Higgins.
Yes.
Anywhere you go in the world, animals have more rights than human beings.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I agree with that.
When I say they have more rights, the law reacts faster
Mhm.
to cruelty to animals. If you all saw this week, there was a publication that been circulated by the Royal Palm Police Force
Right, right,
Yeah.
right.
with all these fines and penalties,
Right.
all over the place, right?
Right.
If they could recognize that there is cruelty to animals,
Mhm.
why the animals don't have rights?
That's a good question.
If I didn't be in the prison, I didn't reform, why you still beat me with the same
With the
stick?
same
So
stick.
that's the same thing when they doing with the animals, right?
Yeah. Well, when we spoke to Mr. Stubbs before, he suggested that's why in the ADKC was pushing training and licensing. So we could get these dogs trained and we could actually do a little protest in Russell Square. That was a goal we had.
Off-leash
All the dogs them are all trained and licensed up.
Right.
So we could show, hey, this isn't just people who just fly by night, jump like dogs. But this is something. This is a lifestyle a lot of us live. You know, it is to wake up every morning, clean up fecal matter, feed. Before you go to bed, you gotta clean them up again. And you understand what I'm saying? So it's like a lifestyle we want to live that isn't destroying the community, but. And they like let's have these shackles on our hands, you know what I mean? Because as I said, we had a lot of young people who came and who wanted to join the club because they saw what we was doing.
But protesting don't work.
No.
Go back in the history.
It don't work here.
Listen, in this country, you have to either know the politician or you have to have plenty of money.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
There is no, let's not cut the big deal today.
All right.
I don't need to step into our show to ask you all some things.
Right.
But either you know the politician or you have plenty of money. If you have plenty of money, you done win.
Right.
But if you know the politician, the thing is what I saw you always doing, right?
Right.
The only drawback to that is that the community within itself
All right.
is only looking at it tunnel vision, right? That have to be a strategic thing. That can't just be focused, okay, Bluehill Road, we're going today. No, next week we gotta go around Baby Park. Next week we gotta go in San Susie.
Right.
Next week we gotta go deep west. You have to start letting the people see that, listen, there are a lot of breeders around here who have natural concerns what's going to happen to these animals, right?
Right.
We want rights for animals just like how everybody else have rights. Horses, okay, the horses downtown have a certain standard.
Yeah.
Right.
All right. If you bring in, I don't see the issue why animals are being targeted. It's owners who need to be targeted.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's on the owners because the animal only react to what the owner does, you know.
Because there's no such thing as a bad dog.
Right.
The dog only is going to do what the owner wants him to do.
Right.
Or allows him to do.
But just starting off what you say, my Ellen name is TIR, keep it real. So basically, what it is somebody ain't getting that on the table dollar to make something happen. That's basically what, I mean, I don't know if I can get a problem.
They're as old as us, they don't know about Mr. 10%.
Right. I know, but I see, but we might be as old as you all to know, but 10%, but the times change, so now they want 50%.
No, man.
Oh, yes.
No.
Oh, yes.
Someone made the suggestion before me, we had the same discussion that it isn't that, it's just that probably some people are profiting
Right.
from these certain dogs being banned.
You understand?
And the profit that they're making makes them hard to make money, make it harder for them to make money, we cut
Right.
into their pocket.
Right.
So let me ask Mr. Higgins a question. Mr. Higgins, from you left here and went to Australia, what is the disparity between the two countries as relates to how they treat animals there and how they treat them here?
Oh yeah, it's really, it's like night and day for how it is. Number one, when you go to Australia, I saw one dog roaming out of its gate. It walked to the edge of the gate, stick his head out, and walk back into his yard.
They know better.
No, but that's the only dog that I saw roaming, but yet roaming in its own yard.
Right.
Here you see dogs no matter where you go.
Right.
But Australia, like I said, it's so regulated. People know where their dogs are. It's just like with you asking me where my son is, and my son is 5 years old, and I tell you, oh, he's somewhere down the road.
Right,
Mm-hmm.
right,
You should know where your dog is
right.
Right.
At all times.
at all times. That's your responsibility. You choose to purchase the dog, so that means you should be responsible enough to say, I know what he's doing 24 hours within the day.
Right.
But I think a lot of us, and to Bahamians in general, we like the idea that we have a dog, but not the responsibility that comes with it.
And what is the nature of responsibility? I mean, in terms of what owners should be doing?
Owners should be doing, again, you're looking at vet care. Just like how we have to maintain our body, they have to maintain their dog's body.
Right.
Even as far as, let's say, with the training part of it, with psychological problems that are going on, or anxiety, what is happening with dogs today, with training, you help those dogs to overcome those things. But again, we're so used to say, well, and again, not saying everyone does the exact same thing,
Right.
but after I finish eating, I'll give the table scraps, rather than going to Modernistic or somewhere else and buying proper food for the dogs.
So,
Obedience, education. Know what you're buying and know what the characteristic is of the dogs which you're purchasing. People buy Malinois, but they don't understand their life of work contained.
Right.
If you're not an active person, don't buy the breed. Go buy a Labradoodle or go buy a figurine dog.
right.
One of them, but the big dog would just come on TV, Jake in the pot man.
Yeah,
Bulldog.
Bulldog.
Yeah, one of them, would sleep with you all
Yeah,
day.
they watch
just-
TV, and they might be change the channel.
Yeah, but you find like people don't buy exactly what their lifestyle suits, the right dog for their lifestyle.
Does that go back to education? That people just
Education.
want a dog?
They just want a dog, but they don't look at, let's say if I get a GSP, a German Short-Hair Pointer, those dogs was bred to hunt,
Right.
a lot of energy. But yet, I am a person who don't like to exercise. The farthest I walk is to my front door and back in the chair.
Right.
Not the dog for you.
No.
Right.
What is Shih Tzu?
Now, the Shih Tzu, you do find a lot of the Shih Tzus that I run across have a lot, good much of them, have a lot of behavior problems.
Anxiety issues.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Yeah.
Or anxiety or just fear-based aggression problems.
Separation.
Separation.
Separation anxiety, but you're finding after COVID, even the best temperament dog had anxiety problems, just like how people are facing it today now.
And you're trying to say COVID affected the dogs?